Tap the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss out on unique stories from 101 India.
The Brief is 101 India's celebration of India's creative community. The format is pretty simple. Provide a brief to a creative group or individual, then sit back and watch as they express themselves.
So what was your thought process behind this track?
It was, the brief was basically trying to bring a visual appeal to rain. We had chose to use a Thayyam dancer and the Thayyam dance form to kind of symbolize that. Just to be able to match the visuals and just how grand those visuals are, we kind of had to match that with our music as well. One instrument that really stood out for me was the santoor. The santoor's got this really nice tonal quality to it, and when you delay it a little bit, it kind of sounds like rain is falling. We also wanted to kind of keep it a little contemporary. I used a lot of synth in it. We used a nice bass synth that we created. So we got a little bit of Indian and got a very contemporary sound to the track. Just to show the weight of the dancer, you know, I mixed these really heavy cinematic percussive drums. You got your timpanis, and then I just merged it with a ghatam, some tabla in places.
So I came in later in the process, and you know, a lot had already been done. When I finally saw the video and the music and everything come together, it was like all these great people from completely different fields of work have come together to create this one really amazing project in my mind.
We work together and have a good idea of the tones of your voice. It's got this really haunting tone to it, but it's also got a very uplifting side to it as well.
So this song, basically it was inspired by, you know, this introspective sentimentality. So, you know, this home away from home that you can always go to.
Away from home. What the monsoon does is it brings destruction, but it also brings life. And I feel like that's what the track like showed me as well. The verses in the beginning, it's quite dark, it's quite somber. But as you get to the chorus, it becomes suddenly this really uplifting song, and that's what I loved about it.
I wanted it to be cinematic. I mean, personally, that's the kind of music I like to create. We had the visuals, we had music, we had a lot of sound design, but I kind of wanted to take it to the next level. The only guy I know in the industry that could totally kill on a track like this was Mr. Shantanu Hudlikar.
If the music is interesting to me and something that I would be excited to work upon, yeah, I'll do it.
Firstly, the studio is very intimidating. For the first few minutes, I didn't really know like if I was supposed to talk to him. I just kind of stood back and watched. But once we actually got like 10 minutes into it, suddenly it felt like we were all somehow connected in the room. You know, I felt like someone my age and someone of his caliber were actually working on something together. And I think that eased me down about 10 minutes through.
To be very honest, I'd rather work with the young kids than with the established artists, because that's where the freshness is.
I had just a rough mix of how I wanted the track to sound. I had to say no more. I mean, you know, he completely got it.
What does that track do to you? What does that piece of music do to you? I need to try and excel every time I am behind this particular console, because I'm playing around with other people's creativity, man, and I dare not do anything to screw things up.
And I think it just came together, you know. It was everyone just having a great time, having a ball with what they love doing. You know, I see the video and the amount of work that that went into it. I think I'm quite happy.